up, everyone? It's your girl Shay here, and I'm back with another video for you guys. And as you can tell by the title, I am doing a review on the new My Hero Academia movie, Heroes Rising. That's right, I finally got a chance to watch it this past weekend, and I have to already say, it was amazing. I also want to say I am doing this review that is spoiler free, so that those of you guys who have not yet seen the movie can still enjoy a review about it. So pretty much the premise of this movie is pretty much Deku and his class are pretty much doing an internship on an island, and of course some issues erupt due to the villain league of villains, which I hope that I am saying this correct. And pretty much they're on the island going after a young boy who is supposed to help a gentleman that has a pretty much a, not a fight style, but a quirk very similar to All for One. So that is pretty much the premise of this movie, and Deku and his classmates are basically on this island by themselves, and what they're doing is basically helping out the citizens that live there with little day-to-day issues that they have, such as if their truck goes out or if an older lady needs help getting from one place to another, simple things like that. Now, I have to say, my viewing experience for this movie was very different than the experience of when I watched the first one. And I think because of this, it kind of affected how I felt, I guess, about the plot of the movie. I honestly have to say that the first movie, I felt I was a little bit more, not really excited to see, but I felt like there was more excitement in the room because I watched it in a fully packed theater with a whole bunch of anime fans. So every time a new character was on the screen, people screamed or laughed or was super happy to see them. With this movie, though, because all the characters are on screen pretty much, I don't want to say simultaneously, but all at once, I guess that's what I want to put, and I did see the movie in a fully packed theater, it wasn't as exciting, or I wasn't buzzing with excitement as before. Doesn't mean I didn't enjoy the movie, but I just have to say my experience was a little different watching the first one than it was watching the second one. But overall, I have to say the fight scenes in this movie were amazing. I was on the edge of my seat, really trying to figure out what was ultimately going to happen. There was lots of moments where you kind of thought Deku and his classmates were gonna lose, or like pretty much all hope was lost. But of course, they kind of turned things around, but I'm not gonna give away how they did it. But I will say, it really did show the thinking of all of Deku's classmates and how they can all work together as a team. And it also showed how each character has grown since obviously the first season and has grown throughout the series. One thing that I didn't know, and my fiance had to actually point this out to me, was that there were some aspects in the movie that actually have been discussed in the manga that haven't yet shown up in the actual anime. So he himself was actually kind of surprised to see that, and that makes him even more excited for the direction that the anime is currently going. I also have to say that for me, as someone who's now fully caught up with the anime, it was still enjoyable to watch the movie, and I was still able to follow along, and I didn't feel like there was some things that were lost to me, or I didn't know who certain people were, things like that. So I definitely recommend, if you haven't caught up yet with My Hero Academia, you can still definitely watch this movie. Now, once again, I will say I have watched up to season 4, but I haven't actually started season 4 just yet, mostly because I'm waiting for the anime to continue to finish this season, and then I just want to completely just binge watch it. But if there's anything that I have to say that I didn't really enjoy about this movie, is there's moments where it just seemed really long, and the movie ultimately wasn't a long movie. I have to say it was maybe an hour and a half, maybe close to 2 hours, but honestly I don't even think it reached the 2 hour mark. But I think it was just because there were certain parts of the movie that lagged a little bit longer, and I don't really know what it was, so it's hard for me to explain it more. But I just have to say there were moments where I definitely was like checking my watch just to see what time it was, and just because it really felt like the movie was taking a lot longer to get to the, not really the ending, but to the peak of it, to like the crest of it, or however you want to phrase it. To me, it took it a really long time to actually get there. I also, one thing I have to say is I actually really did enjoy the soundtrack for this movie. I know the music was utterly amazing, and I thought it was great to hear all the rock songs and the hardcore songs that were in there, but my favorite song was actually a slower song that played towards the end during the final battle. That song to me really set the mood and really set the tone, and ultimately I have to say that it was a great change from the upbeat music that you hear during the final battle of any showing anime or anime movie. Usually during that part they play a song that's just got a whole bunch of beats to it and it just has your adrenaline pumping. But this song, I have to say, while it was slow, was ultimately very fitting because it really showed you just how these characters were fighting in this final battle and how much heart they had to it. And it gave you, at least to me at least, it gave you a lot of emotion. It was very emotional to watch the final battle. I will say I'm also very excited to see where this kind of leads the anime and basically what's going to happen next. I honestly also wouldn't hate for there to be a third My Hero Academia movie, and I have to say it's done really well at the box office. If you guys didn't know before, the movie during its opening weekend was in 4th place in the US box office, and that had been, I'm not going to say unheard of, but it's been a long time since an anime movie has done that well. And My Hero Academia did amazing and crushed those numbers. So I want to say to you guys, if you have seen the My Hero Academia movie, what did you guys think of it? I thought it was really cool. I thought it was amazing, and I really, really enjoyed it. I honestly don't have a lot of bad things to say about it, and I wish I could say more, but that's going into the spoiler territory, and I want to stay away from that for you guys who have not yet seen the movie. But if you have seen the movie, please don't post any spoilers below so that people who haven't seen the movie yet can still freely watch the video. And if they want to read the comments, they can. Or if there are any comments, they can read the comments. And they don't have to feel like they're going to be spoiled for anything. And if you haven't seen the movie yet, I want to know, are you interested in watching the movie? Or are you going to wait till the movie is out of theaters? Which, during this time that we're living in right now with the whole coronavirus and everything else, I can understand why some people are probably waiting till this movie comes out on video or streaming for them to be able to watch it. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Of course, post comments down below for any anime that you want me to watch or any manga that you want me to read. At this point, I'm still currently watching March Comes in Like the Lion Season 2, and due to work and everything else that's been going on, I haven't had time to actually watch it this week. But I should be finished with that anime soon. And of course, like always, I will leave links down below to all my social media accounts, my Instagram, my Twitter, and my blog as well. So please check me out on there too. And I'll try to post more on my blog because I've seen other movies such as Onward, and I've also seen another movie as well. I forgot the name of it at this point in time that I can also post a review about as well, and that I hope you guys would also enjoy. Oh yeah, it was also Sonic the Hedgehog. That was the second movie that I've seen. But I might just do a review here for that movie because that movie also was really good. But that's all I have for you guys. And like I always tell you guys, stay positive, be nerdy. And in today's time frame, please wash your hands and please try and stay healthy. All right, you guys.